Nina's shocking discovery, the truth about her daughters revealed on General Hospital. The long-running soap opera General Hospital continues to deliver dramatic twists and revelations that shake the foundation of established relationships. In a shocking turn of events, Nina Reeves faces the devastating discovery that Willow Corinthos, whom she believed to be her biological daughter, may not actually be related to her by blood. Instead, evidence suggests that Nina's true twin daughters are Nellie Benson and Sasha Gilmore, fundamentally altering the dynamics of Port Charles's most complex family relationships. The foundation of Nina's maternal journey. Nina Reeves' quest to find her biological children has been a central storyline spanning several years on General Hospital. The narrative began when Nina emerged from a 20-year coma to discover that the child she had been carrying at the time of her accident had supposedly died. This revelation devastated Nina, who had harbored dreams of motherhood throughout her unconscious state. The discovery that her mother, Madeline Reeves, had lied about the child's death set Nina on a desperate search for her missing offspring. The storyline took multiple dramatic turns as various characters were revealed or suspected to be Nina's daughter. Initially, Sasha Gilmore was positioned as Nina's biological child through what appeared to be legitimate DNA testing. However, this connection was later exposed as fraudulent when it was revealed that Valentine Cassadine had manipulated the DNA results to bring Nina happiness and potentially win her back. The deception devastated Nina, who had formed a genuine maternal bond with Sasha. Subsequently, the narrative shifted to establish Nellie Benson as Nina's true daughter, with the iconic heart pendant serving as crucial evidence. The pendant, split in half, was meant to symbolize the connection between mother and daughter, with Nina possessing one half and Nellie the other. This revelation provided context for many of Nellie's psychological issues and her desperate need for maternal connection throughout her troubled life. The twin revelation and Willow's integration. The most recent major development confirmed that Nina had indeed given birth to twins, with Willow Tate revealed as Nellie's twin sister. This discovery came through the deathbed confession of Harmony Miller, who admitted that she had essentially kidnapped Willow as an infant and raised her within the Dawn of Day cult. The revelation explained the missing birth certificate for Willow and provided answers to long-standing questions about her true parentage. Harmony's confession to Carly Spencer included the shocking admission that there were two babies and that Nellie represented Willow's other half. This revelation transformed the understanding of Nina's family structure and explained the symbolic significance of the heart pendant halves. The twins had been separated at birth, with Nellie going to Florida through illegal adoption arrangements orchestrated by Madeline Reeves, while Willow was taken by Harmony to be raised in the commune. The integration of Willow into Nina's family has been fraught with tension and complications. Willow's relationship with Nina has been consistently strained, complicated by years of conflict and Nina's past interference in Willow's relationships. Despite the biological connection, Willow has struggled to accept Nina as her mother, often threatening to cut ties entirely when Nina's manipulative tendencies surface. The emerging evidence against Willow's parentage. Recent developments suggest that the established narrative may contain fundamental errors. Speculation within Port Charles medical and scientific communities indicates that the DNA testing confirming Willow as Nina's daughter may have been compromised or incorrectly interpreted. Unlike the situation with Sasha, where Valentine's manipulation was clearly established, questions surrounding Willow's parentage stem from more subtle inconsistencies in medical records and behavioral patterns. Dr. Silas Clay's role as the biological father of Nina's children adds another layer of complexity to this revelation. As both Nellie and the presumed second twin would share Dr. Clay as their father, genetic markers and medical histories become crucial in determining true parentage. Sasha's medical history and genetic predispositions may align more closely with the Clay-Reeves genetic profile than previously recognized. The possibility that Sasha, rather than Willow, represents Nina's true second daughter gains credibility when examining the emotional connections and instinctive bonds between characters. Throughout their relationship, Nina and Sasha have maintained a deep, almost intuitive connection that transcended their fraudulent mother-daughter relationship. Even after the DNA deception was revealed, both women struggled to completely sever their emotional ties, suggesting a deeper biological foundation to their bond. Medical and genetic inconsistencies. The medical evidence supporting this potential revelation centers on several key factors that distinguish Sasha from Willow in terms of genetic compatibility with Nina. Blood type compatibility, genetic markers for inherited conditions, and physical characteristics all play crucial roles in establishing biological relationships. Sasha's medical history may reveal genetic predispositions that align more closely with known Clay family medical conditions than Willow's health profile. Additionally, the circumstances surrounding each woman's early life provide clues to their true parentage. Sasha's grandmother's illness and the family's financial struggles that led to Sasha's participation in Valentine's scheme may have deeper roots in genetic predispositions inherited from the Clay-Reeves lineage. The timing of Sasha's birth and her early placement with her grandmother also corresponds more accurately with the timeline of Nina's pregnancy and delivery. Conversely, Willow's placement with Harmony Miller and subsequent integration into the Dawn of Day commune may represent a more complex deception than previously understood. The possibility exists that Harmony, in her dedication to protecting what she believed to be Nina's daughter, may have unknowingly taken the wrong child or been deliberately misled about which infant was actually Nina's biological offspring. The psychological and emotional implications. The potential revelation that Sasha, not Willow, is Nina's true daughter carries profound psychological implications for all involved parties. For Nina, this discovery would represent another devastating betrayal of her maternal instincts and her ability to recognize her own children. Having already endured the deception regarding Sasha's initial false parentage and the revelation of Nellie's true identity, Nina's emotional resilience faces yet another severe test. Sasha's psychological journey becomes equally complex under this scenario. Having experienced the joy of believing herself to be Nina's daughter, followed by the devastation of learning about the deception, and now potentially discovering that the biological connection was real all along, Sasha faces an emotional whirlwind that could significantly impact her mental health and current relationships. For Willow, the implications are perhaps most severe. Her entire identity as Nina's daughter and Nellie's twin would be fundamentally challenged, potentially leaving her questioning every aspect of her biological heritage and family connections. The loss of this biological identity could prove particularly devastating given her ongoing struggles with establishing stable family relationships and her complicated feelings toward Nina. Impact on current relationships and storylines. This revelation would dramatically alter the current trajectory of multiple storylines within General Hospital. Nina's relationship with Willow, which has been characterized by maternal desperation and filial resistance, would lose its biological foundation, potentially allowing for a more honest evaluation of their compatibility as family members. The removal of biological obligation might paradoxically lead to a healthier relationship based on mutual respect rather than forced familial bonds. Sasha's current pregnancy storyline takes on new dimensions if she is revealed to be Nina's biological daughter. The medical complications and genetic considerations surrounding her pregnancy would require re-evaluation in light of Clay-Reeves' family medical history. Additionally, her relationship with Michael Corinthos becomes more complex, as he would have been romantically involved with both of Nina's actual daughters rather than just one. The impact on Michael's relationship dynamics cannot be understated. His pattern of relationships with women connected to Nina takes on a different psychological significance if both Nellie and Sasha, rather than Nellie and Willow, represent Nina's biological children. This pattern suggests deeper psychological motivations in Michael's romantic choices that extend beyond coincidence. The potential discovery that Sasha, not Willow, is Nina's true biological daughter alongside Nellie represents a fundamental shift in General Hospital's established family dynamics. This revelation would force a complete re-evaluation of relationships, motivations, and future storylines while providing opportunities for character growth and new dramatic possibilities. As Nina grapples with yet another twist in her search for her children, the emotional and psychological ramifications will undoubtedly reverberate throughout Port Charles, affecting not only the immediate family members but the entire network of relationships that have been built around these assumed biological connections. The truth, when finally revealed, will test the strength of bonds that were believed to be based in blood but may actually transcend biological heritage entirely. Next, we will dive deep into the dramatic whirlwind surrounding Lois Cerullo and her tangled web of secrets in Port Charles. As tensions rise and long-buried truths come to light, one man might hold the key to Lois's redemption, the enigmatic and powerful Sonny Corinthos. With relationships fracturing under the weight of betrayal and hidden histories, this unfolding saga promises heart-wrenching confrontations and unexpected alliances. Let's explore how Sonny could be the anchor Lois desperately needs, while unpacking the emotional fallout of Gio Palmieri's shocking revelation at the nurses' ball. A bond forged in Bensonhurst. Sonny Corinthos and Lois Cerullo share a bond that stretches back to their childhood days in the tight-knit neighborhood of Bensonhurst. Their history is a tapestry of shared laughter, struggles, and unwavering loyalty, woven through years of facing life's challenges together. Growing up, Sonny often found refuge at the Cerullo household, welcomed with open arms by Lois and her family during times when his own life felt like a battlefield. This deep-rooted connection was evident at the recent nurses' ball, where Sonny's expression of shock and concern hinted at his suspicion that Lois was guarding a monumental secret about Gio Palmieri, a young man whose sudden appearance in Port Charles has turned lives upside down. Though Sonny might feel a flicker of betrayal over being kept in the dark, it's hard to imagine him turning his back on Lois completely. Their shared past, filled with late-night conversations on stoops and promises to always stand by each other, suggests he'll at least hear her out, even if trust has been momentarily shaken. Joe's revelation shakes the foundation. The nurses' ball, typically an evening of glamour and charity, became the stage for a seismic revelation that left the attendees and the entire Quartermain family reeling. Gio Palmieri, a newcomer with a quiet demeanor, took the spotlight in a way no one anticipated, announcing with raw emotion that he was the child Brooklyn Quartermain had given up for adoption as a teenager. The air crackled with tension as he spoke of the pain of being relinquished, unaware for years of his true origins, while living mere steps away from his biological mother under the same roof. Brooklyn, blindsided by this public unmasking, felt the ground shift beneath her as she grappled with the reality that her own mother, Lois, had concealed Joe's identity for years. On Tuesday, May 27, expect a fiery confrontation as Brooklyn unleashes her fury on Lois, her voice trembling with a mix of heartbreak and outrage over being denied the chance to know her son. This isn't just a family spat. It's a fracture that threatens to shatter their bond irreparably, leaving Lois to face the consequences of a secret kept for what she believed was her daughter's protection. The public humiliation and Lulu's role. Adding fuel to the already blazing fire was Lulu Spencer, whose penchant for stirring the pot led to a very public showdown with Lois at the nurses' ball. With little regard for discretion, Lulu confronted Lois in front of a crowd of curious onlookers, her sharp words slicing through the festive atmosphere as she demanded answers about Gio. Her accusations weren't just a whisper in a corner, they were a loudspeaker broadcast that left Lois exposed and vulnerable. This wasn't merely a clash of personalities, it was the catalyst that forced Joe's hand, pushing him to reveal his truth on stage in a moment of hurt and defiance. Lulu's interference has painted Lois as a villain in the eyes of many, but it also raises questions about her own motivations. Was this an act of concern for Brooklyn, or a chance to settle old scores with Lois? Whatever the reason, the damage is done, and Lois now stands in the eye of a storm, with judgment raining down from all sides. Sonny's potential for redemption. Amidst this chaos, Sonny Corinthos emerges as a potential lifeline for Lois. Known for his fierce loyalty to family, Despite his own complicated history with his children, Sonny is no stranger to the pain of secrets and the longing for forgiveness. His initial reaction to Lois's deception might lean toward disappointment, especially since trust is a fragile currency in his world. However, Sonny's own past offers a lens of empathy. He remembers the gut-wrenching moment he discovered Dante Falconeri was his son, only after nearly losing him in a tragic accident. This parallel could soften his stance as Lois opens up about her reasons for shielding Brooklyn from the truth. When Lois tearfully recounts the unbearable anguish Brooklyn endured during the adoption process, painting vivid pictures of sleepless nights and whispered regrets, Sonny might find himself reflecting on his own parental missteps. While he grapples with whether to fully endorse her actions, it's unlikely he'll deny her the opportunity to explain herself, especially given his history of forgiving others, like Olivia Quartermaine, for similar concealments. Navigating the Quartermaine fallout. The Quartermaine family, never short on drama, is a minefield for Lois as she faces their collective wrath. Brooklyn, reeling from the betrayal, may struggle to even look her mother in the eye, let alone forgive her. Meanwhile, Tracy Quartermaine, with her iron will and sharp tongue, is poised to become Lois's most formidable adversary. Rumor has it Tracy is already scheming to persuade Monica Quartermaine to cast Lois out of the family estate, possibly even pushing for her to be sent packing back to Bensonhurst. Gloria Cerullo, Lois's own mother, also kept silent about Joe's identity, adding another layer of distrust within the family hierarchy that could see Brooklyn distancing herself from both her mother and grandmother. Yet, there's a glimmer of hope on the horizon. As Brooklyn begins to reconnect with her maternal instincts, perhaps through tender, fleeting moments with Gio, watching him play the violin with a passion that mirrors her own, she might start to understand the impossible position Lois was in, torn between protecting her daughter's heart and honoring the truth. Building bridges with the Corinthos clan. Sonny's role extends beyond just offering Lois a shoulder to lean on. He could be instrumental in weaving Gio into the intricate fabric of the Corinthos family. Dante Falconeri, Sonny's son, has already expressed harsh opinions about Gio, viewing him through a lens of suspicion and judgment. Lois, with her knack for bringing people together, might step in as a mediator, using her warmth and shared history with Sonny to ease tensions. Picture late-night gatherings at Sonny's penthouse, where Lois orchestrates casual conversations over plates of homemade Italian food, subtly encouraging Dante to see Gio not as a threat, but as a young man searching for his place in the world. Sonny, having made his own share of mistakes with his children, could offer Lois not just compassion, but actionable advice on how to navigate these choppy waters. His influence in Port Charles could also shield Lois from some of the harsher criticisms, providing her a safe harbor while the storm rages on. The road to healing and forgiveness. The path ahead for Lois is fraught with challenges, as mending broken relationships will take time, patience, and a willingness to confront painful truths. Brooklyn's anger, while justified, may eventually give way to a deeper understanding as she processes her own emotions as a mother. Gio, hurt by years of feeling abandoned, will need space to reconcile with the reality of his origins, possibly finding solace in unexpected bonds. Like a budding friendship with Dante's children, who might show him the lighter side of family. For Lois, Sonny remains her most immediate ally, a rock amidst the crashing waves of judgment from the Quartermaines and beyond. While Olivia Quartermaine might initially side with the critics, her own history with Sonny could nudge her toward empathy, preventing her from fully turning her back on Lois. The road to forgiveness will be long, paved with heartfelt apologies and tearful reconciliations, but with Sonny's support, Lois might just find the strength to rebuild the bridges she's burned. Welcome to the emotional roller coaster that is General Hospital, where every secret has a price, and every relationship hangs in a delicate balance. Stay tuned to our channel for more spoilers, updates, and insights as we follow Lois Cerullo's journey through betrayal, redemption, and the hope for family unity in Port Charles. Will Sonny be the key to her salvation, or will the weight of her choices prove too heavy to bear? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for the latest drama.